Hi, it's Jason Blake. I'm the Medicare Geek. I just want to give people who are maybe looking my reasons for why I think being an insurance agent who specializes in Medicare might be the best career available in the U.S. First of all, it's not a job, it's a business, so you do get all the benefits of owning a business. When you're starting out, and get all kinds of things you can write off. You get home office deduction if you have that kind of stuff. And realistically, it's uncapped income. The renewals, sometimes called residuals with insurance, they're real. And I think a lot of us are skittish of that because we've been sold, we've been to too many or tried multi-level marketing things where people promise you ongoing income and it just never happens. It does happen in insurance. And Medicare has one of the highest renewal rates. Like I met a guy who'd been selling life insurance for 10, 20 years, and his renewals were like $800 a month once he retired. I know plenty of agents whose renewals are over six figures every year before they write any new business. So I can't explain to you how amazing it is when you have like more than enough for your monthly nut coming in for work before you even do any new work. I was living very, very hand to mouth when I started this industry. And when my renewals hit $2,000 a month and my rent was paid, my car was paid, the basic bills, and so I didn't feel any sense of lack. I could just go out with a sense of fullness and really dive into helping people. It was amazing. And I don't even share my income now because I'm not a big fan of opportunities or businesses where people like seduce you with income earnings. What I do tell people is, this is my 14th year doing this. I'm 54, be 55 in July. I am living the life financially that I'd kind of given up on by the time I was 35. And being an insurance agent who specializes in Medicare helped do that for me. There's also a really low barrier to entry. You can have a license in most states for a few $100s. Might take you a couple of months if you do the slow train. I was able to get mine in less than a month. And then think of all the other businesses out there. There's no inventory you have to have. There's no storefront you have to have. You can often get retail space that the carriers will sponsor for free as long as you'll show up. Probably the only downside is you are closer to the medical system than you normally would be as just your own patient out in the world, and you see more and more people's problems. You see the things they bump into. You see how disjointed and broken our medical system is. But very often then there's a chance that you can actually step in and help make that at least a little better. And the money is there. I mean, the renewals with Medicare products are just insane compared to other industries out there. And that's my wish for you. If you're kind of a go-getter, if you got some hustle and you like to help people, but you want a legitimate opportunity, this is a business where every year you make more money no matter what, because your renewals go up and up and up, and then you're writing new business. Today, 11,200 people turn 65 in the U.S. They're all confused about Medicare. They all have to make that choice at some point. There's no buying decision. Nobody at age 65 or 70, whenever they're starting their Medicare, says, well, I looked at all my choices and I'm not going to get any Medicare. It is a bridge. At some point, everybody has to cross. When they're ready to cross that bridge, you're just there helping them, saying, well, who's your doctor? What are your medications? What's important to you? And you're pointing them in a direction and you get paid for that. And it's quite incredible. It changed my life. It's changed the life of a few of my friends. It's not for everybody. You got to be a hustler as far as wanting to help people and wanting to be in front of people and not afraid to talk to people. But if you do the basics of what you return phone calls, you help people, you give good information, you become an expert over time. It is a life-changing industry, and you're talking to somebody who's been sold 3 or 4 times on things that were supposedly life-saving that weren't, that were a bag of crap. This is the real deal from a career point of view. And if you're looking for that, reach out and get in touch. Jason@themedicaregeek.com. So whatever you do, go help somebody and make some money and have some fun in the process. Have a great day. Take care.